Hello again, dear brothers and sisters of the light. I am Ashtar, the commander of the Galactic Light Forces. This is Ashtar. You are not imagining the pressure, the fatigue, the strange emotional waves. Your expanding light is illuminating the hidden corners of your soul and your world. Just as dust rises when sunlight enters a room, the densities around you rise when your radiance grows. What you feel is not interference, it is purification. You are not being attacked, you are being transformed, and I come to you with love and encouragement regarding the significant wave of psychic interference many of you have been experiencing. Take heart, for what some of you perceive as psychic attacks on Lightworkers is not a war at all. In truth, it is a sign of your spiritual maturity and the powerful anchoring of light that you have achieved. The disturbances you feel are not darkness triumphing over you. Rather, it is your growing light being recognized and responded to by the energies around you. Your radiance has become so bright that it cannot go unnoticed in the spiritual realms. And this attention is a testament to the progress you've made on your path. For perspective, consider how when a room is dark, the dust in the air lies still and unseen. But the moment a shaft of sunlight enters, all the particles are suddenly illuminated and stirred by that light. The dust was always there, yet only the light's arrival revealed and agitated it. In the same way, your expanding radiance is uncovering and shaking loose the subtle energies around you that were previously stagnant or hidden. This is why we emphasize that it is not an attack by darkness at all, but rather the effect of your light making itself known. So do not fall into fear or adopt a mindset of battle. We in the higher realms do not see a crisis. We see evidence of how brilliantly you are shining. Indeed, it confirms that the light within you has grown so strong that all that is not of the light is being inevitably drawn out to be transformed. Many of you have noticed common symptoms accompanying this energetic interference. You may feel unexplained fatigue and waves of heavy emotion or anxiety arising, especially in your lower chakra centers. Understand that these uncomfortable sensations are actually indicators of your vibrational brilliance. Like a bright flame draws moths at night, the light you emit naturally draws attention, and the fatigue or emotional density you experience is not a sign that you are failing. It is a reflection of how powerfully you shine. These very symptoms show that you are actively transmuting a great deal of collective density, proving the extent of your light's reach and impact. These sensations often concentrate in the lower the energy centers at the base of your spine and below your navel, because that is where much of humanity's survival fears and old emotional residue have been stored. Do not be alarmed by these signs. If your body feels exhausted, grant it the rest and nurturing it needs, for it is doing the sacred work of integrating huge inflow of light. If heavy emotions swell up, allow them to flow and release without judgment, understanding that you may be processing energies that are not even solely your own. Many of the feelings passing through you originated in the collective or from earlier chapters of your soul's journey, and they're coming up now precisely because your light is here to dissolve them by permitting these energies to move through you, allowing them to be expressed in tears or felt fully. You're performing a great service, clearing not only your personal vessel but also helping to uplift the collective field. Treat yourself with gentle love during this process, knowing that these phases will pass and will leave you shining even brighter than before. When faced with these dense energies or psychic interference, do not fall into the old pattern of resistance or battle. Do not resist or fight these energies. If you push against them in anger, fear, or frustration, you only create an energetic tug-of-war that amplifies their presence. Resistance creates feedback loops that keep you entangled with the very frequencies you wish to clear. Instead, stand in your mastery and transmute these energies by sending them consciously back into the light. Remember that all energy, even the most misguided or dark-seeming, originates from the light of source and ultimately seeks to return to that light. In this process, you serve as compassionate shepherds guiding these stray vibrations back home. See yourself as a conduit of divine alchemy. You welcome the dense energy into the field of your heart with neutrality and love, and then allow it to be transformed and released to the light. By doing so, you break the cycle and free both yourself and the energy. No healing ever comes from resisting. True healing comes from embracing and elevating everything into the light of the divine. You can assist the release of these energies with your sacred intention. For example, if you sense a dense presence around you, imagine it as a dark mist before you. Then visualize a brilliant beam or sphere of source light descending and enveloping that darkness, lifting it upward. See that shadow dissolve and return to the divine light from which it came. By performing such a visualization, or any method of sending love, you give these energies permission to leave and go home to the light. As you do this, you will notice the heaviness lifting and a sense of peace returning to you. This affirms your mastery and builds your trust that no matter what arises, you have the power to transform it through the light. You might wonder why this interference has become so pronounced now. It is because the veil on your planet is growing very thin, and many of you are in fact bridging into fourth density consciousness. This rapid elevation in frequency both individually and collectively has stirred up reactive density from unhealed timelines and aspects of the collective that are still in need of resolution. Imagine that as the light on Earth increases, it shines into every shadowy corner of not only this lifetime, but also other lifetimes and collective memories. Old wounds and unresolved energies from across time and space are being exposed by your rising vibration. The density you feel pressing upon you is not a sign of regression. It is evidence that you are moving forward so fast that even ancient shadows are being drawn towards you for healing. Unhealed timelines and parallel collectives that have carried lower vibrations now sense an opportunity to finally release their burdens through you. The grounded Lightworkers who are present here and now. This is a powerful act of service you are providing. The interferences in a higher sense a last wave of purification. The old density reacting to the influx of higher light. It is part of the great clearing that must take place as the world shifts into the next octave of consciousness. For instance, traumas from humanity's distant past, such as the final days of Atlantis or other forgotten epics, have lingered in Earth's energy field for eons, awaiting sufficient light to allow their healing. Now that time has come, and so they are being drawn to the surface. Know that the appearance of this density is not a setback, but a sign of success, and you absolutely have the strength and wisdom to transform it. Indeed, you have prepared for this very task across lifetimes, and you are not doing this alone. Legions of light in the higher realms stand beside you, ensuring that these old shadows find their way into the light. In the midst of this intensification, it is absolutely vital that you ground yourselves daily. Ground, ground, ground. This cannot be optional. Use the tools that Gaia offers you to anchor and balance your energy. One of the simplest and most effective methods is to connect barefoot with the earth, allowing the electromagnetic nourishment of Gaia to flow into your body. If going barefoot outside is not possible, you can use natural wooden materials as a conduit for the earth's energy. Even a wooden stick or a plank can help conduct Gaia's frequency to your field. Remember that wood, being of the earth, carries her resonance. So even if you must wear shoes, standing on or touching wood will still transmit the grounding vibration. Make a conscious practice each day too. Fuse your energy with the earth beneath you. Envision roots of light extending from your feet deep into the soil and the crystalline heart of the planet. As you do this, you stabilize your field and allow any excess or chaotic energy to discharge harmlessly into the ground.